This is MMH, the home of rock radio. We're live here at Stonedeaf 2019 with the band who kicked off proceedings earlier on this morning. It was this morning, wasn't it? 11:30, a nice early start, guys.
I haven't seen 11:30 on a Saturday morning.
Samarkind, how are we?
It was great. It was a great gig.
Now, some people say Samarkind, some people say Samarkind. Is there any
some
real
people
pronunciation?
Say tomato, some people say tomato, potato, whatever you want. I mean, we don't care as long as you're saying it, you know. There's no
as long as you're getting the name out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, poll winners, so you had to go through an awful lot, like Fallen Mafia did last year. To get the opening slot, but it was well worth it. The crowd that were out there, like you say, for 11:30 in the morning was spot on. Yeah,
we were kind of taken back quite to the amount of people that were there because 11:30, like most of them not even looking for 11:30 like on a Saturday morning. You know, so it was absolutely amazing. I think the weather's been a huge bonus as well. Like so, that drew them out as well. Like so, it was fantastic.
It's like the festival's been fairly lucky these last couple of months. Fair play with the weather.
Yeah.
Now, you're a bit of a cross-section from where you come from. Different places around the world, so to speak. How does that work?
We all live in Dublin.
Yeah.
We all pretty much speak the same language.
Sometimes.
There may be crosswires here and there, but it's all fine. Like, you know, we've had a couple of people in and out in the past as well who different nationalities. So we're kind of used to it. Like, you know, it's kind of just, in a lot of ways it suits the band because from Mikael's background, Tomorrow was born in Birmingham in England, but I've lived in Dublin for forever. Like, but I think the different cultures and different attitudes and perceptions, like it helps to create the mix, you know.
So when you got people like from South Africa and things like that, how did you all get together at the beginning to form the band or to get the nucleus of the band together?
So, speak up.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Irish, so
Yeah.
I think the guys had your drummers was from South
at one point there was Irish, Polish, South African.
Yeah.
American, whatever. Like, but Dublin is a funny place. It attracts a lot of musicians from all over the world. Like, so there's a big kind of session player scene, like, you know. So there's always like someone from somewhere bizarre that, you know, or unusual. Everybody wants to play, so come in, you know. Yeah.
Last year has been fairly formed as a.
This is settled as such now. Then would you say, yeah? He's not saying a word, David, about that. Yeah, it is settled. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
now. Yeah, like I mean, it's like since Derek came in, we're nearly like a year and a half now. We're almost 2 years.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah. Made a massive difference.
On a French gig we did in Heare.
It
was recorded and it was just cracking and we knew that's it.
That's the drums. Yeah. As regards the name of the band, where does that come from? Does it mean anything in the?
It does.
The
like
it's a place in the Ukraine.
No, Uzbekistan
as well. Yeah.
As well.
Up there somewhere.
Near Ukraine.
Yeah.
There's a place in Uzbekistan called Samarkand. And
in Russia.
It used to be Republic.
In ancient times, it was a mecca or a centre where artists, musicians, poets, writers would all congregate and have their own festival every couple of years. And us being like a broad mix of cultures and nationalities, like it was apt for the whole project, you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And you've got your name out there now. Now that all 4 of you live in Ireland,
Yes.
Yeah. Is it easy to get together and sit down and rehearse, jam, write songs, that sort of thing?
We're sort of falling into routine. In the beginning, it was very difficult. Everybody has their family lives and other things going on, so trying to pin down.
We were about half an hour.
Yeah.
And you have new stuff working at the moment, and we've actually becoming very quickly. We have a lot of. Every time we rehearse, we just throw, we want to throw the vocal melody, riff, or some rhythm on drums, or might bring some, stuff on the bass and just jam around that. And it seems to be happening very quickly to get the new tunes. So hopefully next year there'll be something new.
Just give me 4.
Well, does it start with anything in particular then? Does it start with a melody? Does it start with a guitar riff, or is it?
We've no fixed thing. Like Mikael could come in like with a riff one day, like or key, or we'll have a rhythm. I don't have a lyrical idea. Like so, there's no. Yeah. I think if you define how you write and create, then I think putting off other avenues.
Outside.
So keep everything as broad as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
You might be watching a TV show and go, that's an interesting subject, let's put a song around that, or,
That sounds so boring.
Sometimes it's just
yeah.
sometimes you just play a groove with a kit and
A groove, yeah.
rip over just by accident, and then all of a sudden you have a song.
So talking about side horses, if you like, so to speak, what influences did you have as you were all growing up in the world of music?
Start from Mark Walker right back.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Deep Purple.
So the 70s then, yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
John Bonham.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a bass player, but one of the biggest influences in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Me would be Lizzie Brian Downey, John Bonham, Zeppelin, and Alex Van Halen.
Yeah.
That's me.
So for me, it would be Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, say Guy Moore, Richard Blackmore. The list is long, Django's. It changes every year, but it's always different.
As well. Yeah,
you get different inspirations from different players, and I think that's kind of great because the head is kind of write your own music, but then you take something interesting, different style of music, and you kind of make it your own way.
If you mention Hendrix, when did you first hear Hendrix then yourself? Because obviously you're not sort of 52 plus, are you? So
the story was my brother back home, he got this because he started getting into playing bass, and the other brother was playing drums, and somehow from one of the mates that was playing already, they were a little bit older, they were already playing. He brought a Jimi Hendrix best of. I think it was maybe even BB session, and then I heard that song Driving South, that jam, and just the way. I didn't as a kid I didn't know it was from the 60s, so I asked my brother wow, that sounds quite like in the future, it's sort of it's not like it was from the past. It's no, that's from the 1967. That kind of got me hooked up, the Woody Child riff and all the spacious sounds that we was getting in the studio with Eddie Kramer. That was kind of wow, it's blown away. And then Stevie Ray Vaughan, I heard Lenny, was just have to play guitar like those guys, just
anybody today as such that you listen to or you go to your way to watch? No, not Mr. Blackmore. No.
I think from lately I listen to a lot of Richie Cutts and Matt Schofield's the blues guitar player I think he's from Manchester as well. Mm-hmm. I love he's playing.
Rick from Europe.
Kick Planter.
Matt's on.
No, that's drum.
John Norum.
John Norum.
Yeah.
I like his playing as well. I think he's great. I've seen him in Dublin there a couple of months ago, and
Richie Cotchin's new stuff is something else. It really is good. Fair play. Yeah.
Kind of lately, I've seen Rival Sons as well, and
Scott Holiday,
Scott Holiday, fantastic. The way he creates that sound space with his guitar sounds and tuning is quite inspiring. So it's a little bit different than people do that today. It's not only just tuned guitar, loads of gain, heavy. It's more. It has the kind of emoji of the old music, Stones would have or Led Zeppelin would have. And that's what I kind of like about it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of retro bands around at the moment. But when they do it well, they do it very well. And last but not least, especially your voice.
State the obvious, obviously Mr. Hughes, has been a massive influence. The Mark III, Burn, Stormbringer, Black Country Communion.
Yeah.
Robert Plant, of course, David Coverdale, the classic kind of guys, and then there's Bowie things that I like, there's Mark Bolan,
The Castle.
that chap sitting over there, Jeff Tate, Queensryche were massive, when I was a kid, Queensryche were huge.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to having a shot with that guy.
Jeff Tate,
we actually were doing some session work, and we opened for Jeff Tate in Dublin as well. That was a gig.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome,
Excellent. Do you do anything in particular as regards your voice? Have you got to look after it, so to speak?
You kind of do. I'm 10-year trained operatic. A good few years ago when I was a teenager, did all the opera school and all that. Sleep well.
Don't drink.
Oh, drink, you can drink,
yeah.
Try not to
have to leave that one under the window,
exactly. I'll say, as for me personally, there's no way of doing it. I'm just lucky enough to be able to do what I do, how I do it. I couldn't say to any person, behave in a certain way or do it that way, because what works for one doesn't work for the other. So. But I'll certainly say, try and get 8 hours sleep every day. I always hope,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Festivals or venues? Which would you say are your favourites?
For me, festivals.
Or
Because
don't you mind?
it gives us new crowds.
Organised so well.
But you'll get so many people I've never heard of you. Oh, wow. Or
It's great.
yeah, it's a much broader audience.
I think it's great over here that you know, because in the UK with this old blues rock forced in the 60s and all those great bands that came out with from that, I think there's still great following in rock music. People still love it, and they still want to see shows, want to see rock bands playing. And I think it's almost like a culture over here, rather than just something that you know, just passed. I mean, it's I think that's quite important. It's like so makes those festivals like Stonedeaf, for example, especially.
Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much indeed for your time. Thank you for your set earlier. Looking forward to the new material.
Thanks a million. Much appreciated.
MMH, the home of rock radio, live here at Stonedeaf with Samarkind.
Thank you.